Good day everyone. My name is Sanjana Mukalam. So my assigned topic is all about the fiddler's contingency model of leadership. What is fiddler contingency model? So fiddler's contingency model, also known as fiddler's contingency theory of leadership, states that there is no one best style of leadership. It means there is no single best leadership style because effectiveness depends on the situation, the team, and the leader's own strength. For example, a crisis might call for a directive leader, while a creative team might thrive under a more collaborative approach. The leader's personality and skills also play a role. Effective leaders are adaptable and adjust their style to fit the needs of the situation and the team. They understand that the different situations require different approaches. So the model is based on a theory developed in the mid-1960s by Australian scientist physiologist Fred Fiedler. After studying the personalities and characteristics of leaders, he determined that effective leadership is based on how well your leadership style matches the situation. So, Fiedler's model consists of three primary elements. Number one is leadership style. Number two, situation. Number three, relationship between style and situation. So number one is leadership style. Fiedler believes that a key factor in leadership success is the individual's basic leadership style, and thus he identifies the two dimensions of leadership style, which is the task-oriented and human relationship-oriented. So, Fiedler suggests task-oriented leaders are best in highly favorable or unfavorable situations, while relationship-oriented leaders thrive in moderately favorable ones. While influential, the theory has limitations such as assuming fixed leadership styles and limited scope. However, it provides a valuable framework for understanding how leadership styles interact with different situations. Fred Fiedler created a tool that, like a questionnaire, to assess an individual leadership style, specifically whether they are task-oriented or relationship-oriented. That tool, we called it the latest preferred co-workers or LPC questionnaire for the purpose to measure whether a person is task-oriented or relationship-oriented. Yun na nga yung sinabi ko kanina. For example, let's say you have a low LPC score. This might mean you're more likely to describe your least preferred coworker as uncooperative, inefficient, or unpleasant because their negative traits hinder task completion. So number two is defining situation after an individual basic leadership style has been assessed through LPS. So after assessing an individual leadership style using the LPS questionnaire, the next step in Fiedler's contingency theory is to define the situation. This involves analyzing the three key factors that influence the favorable of the situation for a particular leader. Number one is task structure, which is refers to the clarity and standardization of this task. So, tasks are well defined, clear, and have established procedure. Tasks are ambiguous, unclear, and require creative problem solving or adaptation. So, for example, ito is kapag yung leader dapat kapag magbigay siya ng instruction or a task sa kanyang member, dapat clear at tsaka clear yung pagbibigay niya ng instruction para mas lalong maintindihan kung paano gawin ang task, kung paano gawin ng mga members yung task na gusto niyang ipahatid or ipatask. Number two is leader's position power or leader's power. This refers to the formal authority the leader has to reward or punish team members. So, ibig sabihin is may karapatang i-punish or may karapatang bigyan ng yung may karapatan yung leader na magbigay ng parusa, hindi parusa na parusa na kung saan kung may isa sa members niya na nagkamali or hindi sinunod yung instruction niya, is pwede niya yung pagalitan or pagsabihan. May karapatan siyang may karapatan siyang as a leader, may karapatan siyang mag-punish ng isa member. Number 3 is leader-member relationship or relation. This refers to the level of trust, respect, and confidence that exists between the leader and their team's member. So as a leader, dapat magkaroon ka ng trust sa members mo. Magkaroon ka ng respect or yung tratuhin mo sila ng tama or tratuhin mo sila as a leader, dapat so yun na nga, as a leader you need to teamwork to your members kasi ikaw nga yung leader, kasi hindi naman hindi gagalaw yung member kung wala yung instruction ng leader. So dapat yung leader may trust sa kanyang member, tsaka dapat bigyan niya ng halaga yung mga members niya. Number 3, relationship between style and situation. With knowledge of an individual's LPC score and assessment of the 3 contingency dimensions, the Fielder's model matching them up to achieve maximum leadership effectiveness. He concluded that task-oriented leaders tend to perform better in situations that are very favorable to them instead of unfavorable conditions. So, Friedler predicts that when task-oriented leader faced with category 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 situation, perform better. Relationship-oriented leader, however, perform better in moderately favorable situation with category 4, 5, 6. Thus, we can say task-oriented leader perform best in situation of high and low control, while relationship-oriented leaders perform best in moderate control situation. Explain. Example, task-oriented leader. A task-oriented leader would be effective in a highly structured production line with a well-trained team of high control, or in a crisis situation where quick decisions are needed, or low control. So, example naman sa relationship-oriented leader. A relationship-oriented leader would be effective in a team working on a creative project with a mix of experienced and inexperienced members. So, remember, Fiedler's model has limitation, including assuming fixed leadership style and a narrow focus on task and relationship orientation. It's a valuable framework but should be used alongside other insight and practical considerations.